Think about the things that bother you at work or problems that you encounter daily. Do you tend to jump straight in and treat the symptoms? Or worse, look for someone to blame or figure out the underlying cause of the problem? Are you fed up in solving the same problem again and again? This is why root cause analysis is a very useful and productive tool or technique in identifying and analyzing the problem, defining and eliminating the root cause, and validating that the corrective action also prevented recurrence of the problem. It is the objective of root cause analysis to improve the system and processes rather than immediately tagging people as the problem. When should we perform root cause analysis? Some of the reasons why there is a gap between the current condition and the desired condition are the following: failure in the process, machine and supplier defects, system or organization failure, excess inventory, safety or environmental issues, computer issues, lack of training, or poor written work instructions. Here are 4 easy steps in root cause analysis. Number 1, clarify the problem. A problem well defined is a problem half solved. Remember that a good problem statement contains what is wrong, where it happened, when it happened, to what extent, and how do I know, or what is the standard we failed to meet. Here is an example. In 2015, the attrition rate of ABC, a service company, was 25%, compared to the industry average, which is only 19%. By studying the process, you can specify the root cause because problems may be present in a specific part of the process. In this step, you are trying to determine the possible causes why the problem happens or what factors allow this problem to occur. There are 3 basic tools that will help you study the process. Gemba Walk. Simply as go and see. It is a tour of the area where the work is taking place, purposely to get information, such as defects, root causes, and other information that can lead to targeted improvements. Brainstorming. All participants contribute their ideas, and the idea collector records them to find a conclusion to a specific problem. Process mapping. A workflow diagram to bring forth a clearer understanding of a process. It is a team effort. One person does not have all the process knowledge. These are just 3 of the basic tools you can use in analyzing the process. Next is we identify the root cause. Using the 3 basic tools will guide you in identifying the root cause of the problem. The key is to pinpoint the real cause of the problem instead of understanding its symptoms. Here are useful tools used to determine the root cause. 5 whys. It is a repetitive question asking technique which you can use to examine and analyze the cause and effect relationships underlying a specific issue or problem. By repeatedly asking why, you can peel back the layers of an issue. How would you know you have reached the last why? When you have identified a system non-conformance or a system deficiency, you stop at the root cause, which is actionable. Also known as the 80-20 rule, it is a theory maintaining that 80% of the output in a given situation or system is produced by 20% of the input. This is a decision-making technique by ranking various causes of the problem and concentrate on the item with the largest impact. Here's an example. XYZ clothing store was seeing a steady decline in business. Before the manager did a customer survey, he assumed the decline was due to customer dissatisfaction with the clothing line he was selling, and he blamed his supply chain for his problems. After charting the frequency of the answers in his customer survey, however, it was very clear that the real reasons for the decline of his business had nothing to do with his supply chain. By collecting data and displaying it in the chart, the manager could see which variables were having the most influence. In this example, parking difficulties, rude salespeople, and poor lighting were hurting his business most. Following this principle, those are the areas where he should focus his attention to build his business back up. The fishbone diagram, also known as the cause and effect diagram. This will help you identify many possible causes for an effect or a problem. Ideas are directly sorted into different categories. The tree diagram. It is a visual illustration of relationship that starts with a central node or trunk. Its possible solution or event has its own branch, which comes off the trunk to the top or bottom right-hand side. This tool will help you break down categories from the big picture to the very detail of an issue. Benchmarking, a search for the best practices that yields the benchmark performance with emphasis on how are you able to apply the process to achieve superior results. In benchmarking, it is needed for you to identify benchmarking partners, select a best approach in benchmarking, gather information through research, surveys, or benchmarking visits, select ideas to implement and test effectiveness. And finally, implement a solution or corrective action. Remove the temporary or band-aid solutions to permanently fix the problem. By becoming acquainted with these simple tools presented to you by AGF Consulting Group, you'll be able to successfully apply and determine the root cause to eliminate the problems you encounter at work. For more information, visit our website at www.agfconsultinggroup.com.